Stop saving user files directly inside your project. I learned this in a hard way. I once faced a nightmare scenario where moving from one provider like DigitalOcean to AWS almost cost us millions and thousands of documents. For that reason, today I will show you why AWS S3 saved my project and my sanity. Hello everyone, I'm Kevin Mora. I am from Ecuador and I have 4 years of experience working as a software developer. In my last job, I had to solve a massive storage problem. We were using a local file system and it became a trap. It is how I learned about S3 to fix that problem. Okay, let's start. Here was the problem. We were hosted on DigitalOcean. We saved all our user documents, millions of them, into a local folder on the same server where the app was running. But we had a problem because when we tried to migrate to AWS, we realized that we were stuck. If, for example, we tried to move the database to other provider, the documents saved on the server would lose their reference. And of course, another problem that I had is when the app crashed, the problem was that the database could receive the reference to attach to the document into the folder. And that was so difficult because we lost the record, and to find one specific document among of millions in a folder, that was impossible. It was a total nightmare for us, especially for me, because I was a person to try to figure out this problem. Okay, and that was one of the reasons because I learned about AWS S3. S3 is a simple storage service. The logic is simple, but is extremely powerful. For my last job opportunity was so helpful because we stopped saving files on the server. Instead of that, we upload the file into a S3 bucket, and S3 gives us a unique link or a URL. We only saved the link in our database. This changed everything because now the storage is handled entirely by AWS. They handle the backups, they handle the security, they handle the connection, and the most important, they handle the infrastructure. And of course, another powerful point is if we wanted to move to another providers or move our server again, it doesn't matter because the file are saved in the cloud, not trapped in a local folder. Okay, by making files public is dangerous. So for that reason, I implement a feature called Presigned URLs. Basically, when a user wants to see a document, my backend asks to S3 for a temporary key. This key allows the user to see the files maybe for a short time, around 3 or 5 minutes. After that, the link expires. This keeps our data secure and of course efficient. Okay, learning about S3 forced me to learn a lot of new vocabulary like buckets, object storage, presigned URLs, and for that reason this is exactly why I built LingoLoop. Don't just learn English or technical concept, use them to grow your personal brand. When you learn a new technical term, stop forgetting them. LingoLoop saves your vocabulary and turns it into a professional LinkedIn post instantly. It helps you document your learning journey just like I'm doing right now. If you want to grow your personal brand, please check the link to try LingoLoop in the description. And finally, I have a question for you. In your current project, do you save images locally or on the server, or do you use a provider like S3? Let me know in the comments below, and remember, keep coding, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.